Well, welcome back to the White Horse Railway, and this time we're going to revisit the fine scale brass Hall locomotive, and it's been radio controlled with the new OMNI 2.1. But before I give you a demonstration, let's have a look what's inside here. Well, this is what's underneath a fine scale brass locomotive. In this particular case, it's a Hall. First of all, there's the battery that fits in the boiler just here. There's the on-off switch wiring loom that fits behind the smoke box door. Then there's the L-shaped frame that holds the sound card, the speed controller, and here is the receiver, the infrared eye, and of course this is the chassis and motor. This is all controlled by an OMNI TX 2.1, and that distinguishes itself in having inertia control. So to test the systems, first we turn on the transmitter, and as soon as I turn on the switch frame, you will hear the hiss. We can test the systems. We have 3 sound effects: whistle, guard's whistle, and safety valve. We can now test the systems by turning up the regulator, and away it goes. Other way. So now you know what's on the inside. I can show you what it looks like. Here's the receiver on the back, and there's the little infrared eye which communicates with the sound card. At the front of the locomotive is the smoke box door, and when we open it you can see the switch frame, and when I turn it on, there it is. Everything's working. The locomotive, or the engine, sorry, will work entirely all on its own. Well, there's my White Horse Railway 50 metres away. And I don't know if you can see, but just there on the tip of the transmitter is the loco. You may be able to hear the whistle. I'm just going to move it backwards and forwards. Now there's 50 metres range for you. Let's put it back on its tender. Now some of you may have noticed that the chuffs didn't match the wheels as it backed up. That's because I've not set up the sound card with the sound card remote control yet. Right now the hiss, for instance, is a bit too loud, so I'm going to reduce the volume. That's a bit too low. There we go, that's a better hiss volume. Now we're going to look at the whistle. Now that's the wrong sort of whistle. By pressing button 9, I can change the whistle tone, or type. Now if I press whistle now, we've got an American. Well, we don't want that. Let's try number 2. Listen to the little bips. We're on 3 bips now. And there's a Stania horn. Now we're going to move on to the next one. 4 bips and we get Thomas the Tank Engine. I didn't ask for this one, but never mind. Let's go to the next one. This is bip 5. Ah, that's more like it. That's far more like it. And when it's running, we're able to put the pitch higher or lower. That sounds pretty damn good to me. After setting the whistle, you can simply check it on the radio control. It also has a guard's whistle and the safety valve. Now the next hard job, we're going to get the wheel revolutions to match the chuffs. Whenever I set up a locomotive for wheel revolutions, I usually like to have at least half a dozen coaches on the back. This gives it a realistic load, so we set it at the right settings. If I now set this locomotive going, you'll see that the chuffs are far too fast. I've got to reduce this now. By pressing P-, and we get it just about right. If you get the setting correct at this speed, no one's going to notice that it's going to be out at high speed. Note, as it comes to a halt, the volume gets less. And of course the safety valve will blow. You know, it really doesn't get much better than this.